Back home, the other big story, the two-day Shanghai Cooperation Organisation meeting begins tomorrow in India's coastal state of Goa. It will be attended by the foreign ministers of 8 nations, including Pakistan and China, who are expected to fly down to Goa for the crucial meeting. India is the current chair of the SCO and this year will head the bilateral talks. The foreign ministers of Russia and China will attend the meetings. Challenges posed by terrorism and implications of the war in Ukraine will be discussed at this meeting. The ministers will also talk about the ongoing geopolitical turmoil. The foreign ministers meeting is expected to clear the decks for the visit of President Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin for the SCO summit when India is the chair. India's External Affairs Minister Jaishankar has already arrived in Goa. He is expected to meet his Chinese counterpart Qinggang tomorrow. During the bilateral meeting, the main agenda will be to push for a resolution of unresolved issues on the border of eastern Ladakh. The foreign minister of Pakistan, Bilawal Bhutto, is also scheduled to arrive tomorrow. All eyes will be on a possible interaction between Jaishankar and Bhutto. However, no official meeting has been finalized. Officials in New Delhi and Islamabad have both stated that the purpose of Bilawal's visit is to attend the SCO meeting of foreign ministers. Siddhant Sibal is now joining us live from New Delhi for the very latest on the SCO meeting. Siddhant, now Russia's foreign minister's visit is the third high-level meeting from Russia in the last 3 weeks and the second from China. There's a lot to talk about with both these countries. Do we know more? Lots of outstanding, of course, issues with China as far as the boundary issues are concerned.
Well, the foreign ministers meeting happens on Friday here in Goa, where we are right now. But tomorrow will be an important day since both the bilaterals, both with the Chinese foreign minister and the Russian foreign minister, is slated. Now, when it comes to China, the Indian External Affairs Minister has several times publicly stated that the relationship is abnormal. And last week, in fact, we saw a bilateral between the Indian defense and Chinese defense ministers, of which the key outcome was separate statements, both very divergent. This time also we expect similar kind of statements. India, of course, calling China to, of course, follow the pacts. China, meanwhile, saying that situation is stable. Now, when it comes to Russia, we know relationship is doing well, but there is one issue, that is the trade deficit. We have seen increased import of Russian energy by India since the conflict began, but that has also increased the trade deficit between the two countries, and India has several times highlighted that, including during the meeting of the Indian External Affairs Minister and the Russian Deputy Prime Minister who was in Delhi just 2 weeks ago.
Siddhant Sibal, of course, is in Goa. And Siddhant, now, as far as Pakistan is concerned, both sides downplaying Bilawal Bhutto's visit, but could there be a pull aside, a chat, any possibility of those things happening?
Well, highly unlikely that there could be any pull aside. A structured meeting is nearly impossible between the two sides. We know that the Indian External Affairs Minister just last week, in response to a question, said that cross-border terrorism remains the biggest issue, and that is a clear message that has been sent by New Delhi to Islamabad. So while a bilateral pull aside is an impossibility as of now, both sides will be face to face under the same roof here in Goa, and this is the first ever visit by a Pakistani foreign minister since the Indian side removing the special status for the erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir, and that is why this visit does carry its importance. But we need to also understand that how this visit is largely a multilateral visit by the Pakistani side under the framework of the SCO.
Siddhant, thanks very much indeed for joining us for the very latest there. Siddhant Sibal reporting from Goa on the SCO Foreign Ministers Meet.